Show me love, make a change. Time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me love, show me love, show me life, show me love. Make a change. Time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me love, show me love. This is all we got. Show me love. This is all we got. Show me love. This is all we got.
Yes. Show me life, show me love. Good morning, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. How are we doing today? This is so exciting. We're already in episode 4. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to see you. You know the vibes. Share it with a friend. Let them know what's going on. Send it to somebody right now. Hi, hi, hi. Show me love in the live chat. Let me know that you're here, who you are, where you from, what's going on. You know, the live show, that's what keeps it going and keeps it engaged. That I have you guys here with me. That's kind of the best part of a live show, that I can see you and talk to all of you. So, yep. Today, I have a great show for you guys. It's all about the mindset. I think it's the key to everything, because we spoke about it before and we're going to speak about it again many times. It all starts here. And whether we understand it or not, whether we know it or not, it really is the most important part in how we live our life. It shapes our life. It shapes who we are and who we become. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you for being here. Um, so we're going to talk about mindset. I have an amazing guest. I want to get right to it. This is what mindset is all about. Okay, let me bring it. First of all, last week I forgot to tell you, when Dea was here, that she was part of the segment called The Real in Relationship. So today I'm not going to forget, and I'm going to let you know that today this is all about the segment that is part of Waves of Wellness, and mindset is part of Brain Boosters. All right. Um, so mindset, two different kind of mindset. Fixed mindset, growth mindset. Fixed mindset, basically, you can understand it from the name of it. We're stuck. Negative thinking, disempowering self talk. It creates more stress in our lives. It, messes up with our confidence, with our self esteem. It doesn't help us get anywhere. It stops us from doing things because we don't believe we can. That's the kind of mindset that fixed mindset is. Growth mindset, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. It's all about growing, right? So it's that achiever mindset, that go getter mindset, that I can do it mindset, believing in myself type of mindset. It's a boost for the self esteem and the confidence. It's the positive thinking, it's the empowering self talk. It's all about, really, that's what the main difference between those two, and they are responsible for everything. I want to show you this quote. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. One of my favorite quotes by Henry Ford, because it really stands behind what mindset is all about. It's all about what we believe. So if we believe in it, we can achieve it. The thing with mindset is too, because sometimes people get into, we suffer a lot from depression, and especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, it's really not easy to see where we are and what's going on with negativity. It's not hard to see that the world around us is basically insane. from politics to war to, health wise, finances. So people fall into that trap of thinking that if this is how it is, this is how my life is going to be. But you can create something different on your own. And don't think that just because you're going through something right now and there's negativity around you or within you, it has to stay. The mind has the beautiful ability to adapt and rewire the cells, the neurons in our mind can keep rewiring themselves into something different, but it all takes practice. Like everything else in life that takes practice, the more you do it, the better you'll get. One way to do it, and a great tool to do it, is affirmations. That's one of my favorite things to do. And, here's a little difference between the growth mindset and fixed mindset. First of all, you can see how this one is all about locked into what it cannot do, and the other one is all about disbelief. It's the difference between problem solving, right, and being stuck. Affirmations, like I said, is a great way to help. It's a strategy that many people use. People, CEOs, successful people, top athletes, everybody use affirmation. It's a way of positive thinking. Um, I'll share a few ways and a few tools with you and tips on how to make an affirmation work for you. So first, you got to speak to it in the present moment. Wait, should I put myself again in a circle with you guys? Let me see if I can do it and not take over the whole screen. Hi. uh, this is hilarious to me. Live TV, let me tell you. Okay. So, speak in the present moment. That's a great tip for affirmations. I am healthy. I can do hard things. Not I will be healthy, not I would, not maybe. It's right now in this moment. That's always the way to speak to yourself in an affirmation when you're trying to change your mindset. Keep it simple, short, clear, powerful. So it's easy to remember, just like those sentences I just gave. If you are looking for more abundance, I am wealthy, I have everything I want, I work with creative people, I am in a beautiful loving relationship. Short and powerful. uh, if you want to visualize your statement, that's a great tool. You got to see it in your mind's eye, believe in it. If you want that great relationship, imagine yourself sitting there with your partner, how it feels, how it looks like. All of those things are so important. uh, and add intention and make it real. This is one of my favorite. When you say it out loud, when you use body language, when you put intensity into it, that's part of the strongest way that activate the mind with the body. We spoke about it last time, the mind body connection, to believe in that affirmation. Some people say, uh, fake it till you make it. I say be it until you see it, right? Until we believe in it. If we're going to keep believing in it and we're going to keep doing it, we're going to see it. I want to share a quick video with you guys. It's like a minute video of me and my daughter when I created this studio. And an example for mindset, right? Growth mindset rather than fixed mindset. I was supposed to film in an outside studio. Already had everything planned. We spoke about it. I found a couple of studios. One fell through. The other one, I was looking forward to using it. And then they started playing games with me. Well, listen, if a big production is coming, then I can't give you every Wednesday. I'm like, dude, it's live TV. I have to do it here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. No, we'll have to see. I said, you know what? I can't take my chances. If I'm committing to something, I gotta do it. So instead of freaking out, I just started telling myself I got the best studio. I got the best studio. Man, I can't believe this studio is working out perfect for me. And I just kept saying positive affirmations for me and told myself, and God and the universe and everything, that everybody who helps me out up there all the time, help me find a solution. The mind that creates the problem can never be the same mind that will find a solution. So I kept leaving the problem alone and just focusing on the solution. And little by little, it just came to the idea of like, why wouldn't maybe I should create a studio in my bedroom. Why not? I have the space for it. Okay, so how would I do it? Would I paint? Will I do this? Where I get a sign? Everything started coming together because my mindset was growth mindset, was positive thinking. I believed in myself. I believed that this is what I'm supposed to do. I believed in the idea of doing it. And that's how it all started working out. So I'm going to show you this little video, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit also right after I'm done with showing it, because there was a moment there of my daughter's fixed and growth mindset too. No, 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 no. Hi, video. You're not scared. You got it. Look at you. You're already doing it. You can't be scared if you're doing it. That means you are actually going over your fear. Woo! This was us creating this little beautiful studio you see behind me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's the only way to think. I truly believe in that. Hi, Dea. Hi, Coach Dea. She was our guest last week in here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Hey, sis. Thanks for being here. I appreciate everybody. So yeah, that was us creating this. And I don't believe in telling people how to feel, right? If somebody tells you how they feel, you should respect it. You should hold space. You should see them. When she said, I'm scared, and I told her, you're not scared, it's not because I wanted to decide for her how she feels. It's because she already told me before that she's scared of the ladder, but she really wanted to paint the top. And we started and we had a conversation. I made her believe in herself. We did a little affirmation, and she climbed and she started painting. And when she turned to me and said, I'm scared, the only reason I told her you're not scared is because I wanted to move her from that automatic reaction going into fixed mindset to growth mindset. That's why I said, look at you, you're already doing it. You cannot be scared if you're already doing it. You're already conquering your fear and getting over your fear. So that was kind of a moment of her going back to the familiar of fixed mindset and me changing it back and bringing her here to the growth mindset. It was important to me. So in conclusion, our mind is like a computer, people. It's a supercomputer. And the thoughts we think of in there are really the program we run. So run a program in the computer that doesn't bring viruses. That's not going to shut it down. That's not going to make you have to collapse and buy a new computer. You don't have a new computer. That's the only one you have. So focus on it, feed it the right things, listen to beautiful things that inspire you to make you feel better, and just always try to stay positive. I am so excited to bring my guest up here. This man, I've known him for, I think, almost 20 years now. And incredible. I known him from his pro athlete days, and then we met again, encountered. I think I said. See, I told you guys, I have yet to have an episode without getting stuck in a word, man. All right, goals, growth, not fixed mindset, growth mindset. I'm gonna conquer this. God damn it. Anyways, um, I learned about all the amazing thing he does, and I was just so excited to reconnect with him and learn so much from him. He's a speaker. He's an author. He is currently an assistant coach. Let me not butcher his college name. He's working in Cal State Fullerton University. He wrote one book, and he got a new book coming out that I'm excited. We're going to talk about that with him too. Without any further ado, wait, I gotta bring a drum roll for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, Jayson Wells. Where is he? No? Oh no, where are you, Jason? There it is. Hello, hello, sir.
Yo, I'm gonna hire you. I need you to introduce me on everything. That's what we're gonna do from now on. I need
Yeah,
all that.
I
I need
got
the
you.
drum roll. I need all of that.
I got you. Oh, I'm so excited to have you. Thank you for being here, my darling. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you for giving me your precious time. I know how busy you are. Live TV, I was struggling for a minute
Yeah,
here,
it's
but
all
we got
good.
we
That's
got
the
you up
beauty of
here.
it. That's the
Yeah,
beauty of it.
yes, indeed. So, I was when we were talking before the show, I told you, so like, are you a I know you're a performance coach. Do you consider yourself as a motivational speaker? And you told me, you know what? I kind of have a thing with that word. I'm gonna talk about it on the show. So let us know how you feel about motivational speaking and take us into that.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, I just want to say thank you, and I want to say you are absolutely awesome. And you're talking about knowing each other for 20 years. Like it has been 20 years. I know I first got to Israel in '04.
Mhm.
So yeah, that don't take a mathematician to figure out.
Lord,
But
we
but
we still
even
look young though. We still
yeah,
look
no doubt,
young.
no doubt. And even being around each other with Chad being my teammate, and then not talking to each other, seeing each other, how life happened, and then even how we reconnected with you reaching out through LinkedIn, and us now being at this point. To me, it's a true reflection of what this is. And I'm gonna answer your question about motivation, but I wanted to touch on this as well. This
Yes,
is a
please.
necklace that I actually got from one of my friends, again, from playing basketball. It's New Zealand ivory, and the symbol represents, it's a tribal symbol that represents relationship. And
Mm,
it's different parts. Sometimes relationship will be far apart. Sometimes it'll be closer together. Sometimes it'll intersect. And that's actually the sign of true relationship is no matter how far it gets apart, it'll always come back. It'll
yes.
always, so sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big. And I really, really just love this part of it being rooted into the relationship. So if I'm gonna answer your question about motivation, here's my thing with it. In this space, especially now being in this paid speaking space with people paying me to do whatever I do, to give messages, what I've learned most in my own experience about motivation is number one, it's fleeting. It comes and goes. It's something that it's really easy for me to feel good and motivated when things are going my way. But now, how do I get it when it's not going my way? How do I get it when, we have this phrase, trust the process? Trusting the process is easy when the process is going the
It's
way you
good.
want it to go. But
Right.
how how
Right.
how, how do you trust the process when it's not going that way? That's how I look at motivation. And now being in this space, I hear people using that phrase, and I'll let them use it for the sake of using it because people
Mhm.
recognize it. But motivation to me is you feel good in the moment. If you're hiring me to motivate, I come in, I do my thing, you feel good about it. Now you're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do with that? I feel like motivation is a pregame speech for us for basketball or athletes. Is let's get you going for this moment, and then okay, cool. But the
Right.
difference between a pregame speech and a motivational speech is those athletes have already been armed with the information of how to go do what they're being motivated to do. And so for me, I'm moving from motivation to inspiration. Inspiration for me means I'm gonna do something for a little bit of time. And still, I may stop. It might be a month, it might be a year, it might be 5 years, but I'm only engaged to do it for a minute. And so for me, more than the motivation and even the inspiration, I'm after empowerment.
Oh,
I want to
beautiful.
say something. I want to engage in dialogue. I want to engage in relationship that allows us to be able to say, hey, I'm about to go do something more. I'm about to go do something better. I'm about to go do something different for the long haul. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
small thing and people get caught up on the words, but it's a big word for me.
No, listen, I literally spoke about it. I have this thing on Instagram where I do Monday morning inspiration, where it's just 60 seconds to kind of throw you into the week in good vibes. And I just spoke about motivation compared to inspiration, because motivation, that means like I need to push myself towards something.
Yeah,
Inspiration means I'm here. I want to do it.
yeah,
I'm
no doubt.
finding it within me. So absolutely agree for that. Thank you for that. So you're not a motivational speaker. You're a performance and empowerment speaker. A great one at that. And I wanted to ask you, because really we spoke about mindset, and I know how much you believe that mindset is not part of the game, it is the game. I read about different things. You spoke about how, your talent or your skill, whether it be in, on the court, outside the court, with whatever you do, can bring you through the door. But in order to stay in the room, in order to elevate others, you need more than just that. You need a mindset for that. And I would like for you to take me to a moment where you felt like your mindset needed to be changed. You're stuck somewhere. You were going through something where you needed to trust the process. I know you shared some of it on your TED Talk as well, which is great. By the way, guys, look for Jayson TED Talk on YouTube. So I know there was a moment, probably we all have that inspirational beauty story where we move from one point to the next, where we feel like, okay, this is it. I can do this. No more fear. Here is courage. Here is a change of mindset. Where was that for you, and how did you roll with it, and how did you get to doing what you do?
Sure. I think the beauty of it is it's ongoing, and I speak a lot in first person, so I want to share this to all your listeners and viewers. When I speak in first person, it's not from a sense of arrogance or cockiness. It's from a sense of accountability and responsibility. So a lot of times it's actually one of the things that I coach through. A lot of times I'm saying that on purpose, we may speak in third person because we don't want to seem selfish, or we don't want to we want to be inclusive of everybody, and that's fine. But in the intentionality of how I speak about me. And so to answer your question, I think the beauty of it through my experience is it wasn't necessarily this one turning point, this one major moment of aha. It's been a series of ahas,
Yes.
and even flowing back and forth between growth mindset and fixed mindset, and giving Carol Dweck a shout out, who wrote the book Growth Mindset or Mindset. Um, it's not something that I am or I'm not. It's just like my necklace. It's a flow. So even though I'm frequently in a growth mindset, I'm not always in a growth mindset. I am sometimes, even now, today on May 28th, according to the recording, I flow between having doubts about myself. I flow between having limiting beliefs about myself and all these different things. And so for me, it's how quickly can I course correct? How quickly can I get back in alignment of who I want to be, where I want to go? And that, to me, like you mentioned before, it doesn't matter whether it's an athletic thing or whether it's a non-athletic thing. No matter who I'm talking to, if I'm talking to basketball players, clearly they'll know who I'm talking about in this next example. But even if I'm not talking to basketball players, most people know who Stephen Curry is. And I use him as an example of when Steph has an off night and he might have shot 2 for 20. No, not on Sports Center, not on any news broadcast, and specifically not in his own brain. He doesn't walk off the court and say, I'm not a great shooter now
Right.
because he had a bad night. It's
Right.
how quickly can I course correct? And so for me, I would hate to be the team that played Steph after he
The
had a 2
next
for
one,
20 night,
right?
because of
Right.
how quickly he course corrects. And so for me, I
Yes.
think that's what it is. Again, rather than it being a moment, I'm constantly, just like any other human being, within this dance of how I feel, what I want to do, higher self emotions and ego emotions. Like I'm in a dance just like everybody else. And for me, the fun part, the exciting part has been, how quickly can I course correct? How quickly can I get back to, nah, that ain't who you want to be. That ain't leading you to where you want to go. Let's
Right.
get back to our North Star. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you
it's
have
constant.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. It's constant. It's
Yeah,
for
it
me
is
in the
constant.
athletic space. It's practice. Like that's the word that we use. It is
Yes.
constantly practice. You don't go to the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer. You don't make it to those levels and stop going to practice. You still go to
Right.
practice. And
Right.
so,
Right.
and that's how I treat it. I take my athletic career and I treat it with regular life now. It's always practice.
Yeah, and they're compatible to practice. Like for my word in the industry where we're trying to, people are like, "Well, you did it for this long, and you still need to market, and you still need to do all these things." I'm like, "Dude, do you not see commercials from Coca-Cola? Because
Right, right.
like you're a number 1 billion seller of company, and they still make commercials. Like it never stops. You got to
Correct.
stay on top of it, and that's the same thing with mindset. If we're not staying on top of ourselves, yeah, we're gonna have off days, like you said. I'm gonna, like you said, the example I gave with my studio, and the first thing that goes to your mind is like, fuck, like
Yeah,
they just told me I can't use it and now I can. Like, what am I going to do? I'm starting a show. I don't have a studio. And then it's like, all right, relax. Everything. You always make it work because that's
yeah,
what you do. Figure it out,
yeah.
and then so share with us a little bit of tools that you use for yourself in a personal life, how you put yourself back to course, or with, I know you work a lot with young athletes. So I know you did the Nike Elite 100, which is middle school and high schoolers. Now you work with college kids too, but you also did, facilitated camps for big names, LeBron and Chris
Yep.
Paul and all those names. So you work with different levels of talent and different ages as well, and you work with boardrooms and you work with people, CEOs, people like that. So is there different tools you use for different age groups and different people, or is there something that you feel like is the common denominator that if everybody practices it, that's how it will get you for yourself and for others? So maybe our audience can take something great from here and help themselves out too when they have
Sure.
those moments.
Sure. My answer to that question would be yes and. So, the difference in the two questions, is there something across the board that's a common denominator? Yes. And
Right.
and you mentioned it in your dialogue before I got on. You mentioned the word simplicity.
Mm.
Simplicity to me it's actually one of my core values. I am rooted in simplicity. I get told this. I got told this earlier this week. Somebody's like, "Oh man, you're so deep. You're so deep." I don't see myself as that. I
Yeah.
actually think that because the things that I speak about, A, are from my own personal experience, which brings a level of passion to it. But B, it's simple. One of the phrases that I use is simplify it to silly. Meaning, if you say you want to go do something, simplify it to the fact to where it's so silly. I want to start working out. Most people start working out. Oh, I'm gonna start going to the gym every day. Well, I've already overwhelmed myself because of the cadence of that. I haven't been to the gym at all, and now I'm saying I'm gonna go every day.
Every day.
It's overwhelming. Simplify it to silly. Say that I'm going to the gym on one day and walk into the building and literally turn around and walk out. That's simplifying it to silly because now look even your laugh like,
You're
well,
right.
why would I do that? Because I said I wanted to go to the gym. So the first part that I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in and I'm just going to walk out. And guess what I did? I went to the gym.
Right.
And now the next time I go for 5 minutes or I do one exercise. And now I start to create this consistency. But more importantly than the consistency, I started to create this discipline of now going to the gym isn't what I do. Going to the gym is who I am.
Mm.
That's a
Yes.
difference. And so now if we're talking about common denominator, as I speak through it, I do it a couple different ways. One, and it's so cool to hear you say this in what you were explaining, but my little pathway is believe, behave, become.
Mm. Wait, wait. I gotta write this down. No, go ahead.
And as you're grabbing that, believe, it's everything related to my mindset. What do I believe? What are my thoughts? What's most important to me? What are my values, which I'll touch on because that's another way that I say it. Like those are all the things about my beliefs. And for me, one of the biggest things and challenges for us as society, as culture, is many times we try to outbehave our beliefs.
Mm.
I am a firm believer that you are not going to outbehave your beliefs. And here's case in point. January 1st, every year, You got a
Right.
bunch of people that come up with these resolutions, and they try to talk themselves into out behaving what they actually. I'm gonna
Okay.
go to the gym. I'm gonna do this.
Uh,
I'm gonna do that. So in the month of January, I actually don't go to the gym.
yeah.
I'm
Because
gonna let
there's
all
7,000 new members.
yeah, yeah, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. I'm gonna figure
Exactly.
something else out for those 31 days. I'll see y'all in February because you had that's why resolutions don't even make it through the month of January most of the time.
Right.
Is
You gave
because
them credit. You said 31 days. Usually
yeah,
people break on the 15. You know,
no
that's
doubt.
like statistically 90% of New Year's resolution fall out by the 15th.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And for me, it goes back to because I'm trying to outbehave what I actually believe. So now, if
Yeah.
I have my beliefs right, if I have my mindset right, if I have my mindset in a place where I know who I want to be and where I want to go, now my behaviors start to reflect that. And it may not be every day, but I create a consistency, I create a discipline, I create these things that allow me to be able to say, okay, this is what I believe, this is how I behave, and then eventually it becomes instinct. Now it's
Mm.
that's who I become. So I wake up early. I'm an early riser, and let me say this, and this is something that I say often, is because there's a lot of people out there saying, if you don't wake up at the crack of dawn, if you don't beat the sun, you're not going to be anything in life, and you're never going to achieve your goals.
Ah,
I'm not one of those people. I could care
right.
less when you wake up. I can care less when you go to sleep. My
Right.
thing is, what are you doing during those hours? My
Yes.
my granny used to always tell me, "Don't tell me what you did. Tell me what you got done."
Ah, love
Right?
that.
And so we can be in these
Ah,
places where
granny's wisdom.
we're always talking about, we can always use busy as an excuse. I'm busy. I'm doing all this. I'm doing all this. But where is that leading you into the direction of, again, who you want to be and where you want to go? And now
Yeah.
it becomes instinct. So now I wake up early, not because that's what I do, because that's who I am. And I wake up early and I do the things that most people say they don't have time to do. It's when I read, it's when I meditate, it's when I work out, it's when I tap into who I am, because I've told myself, and that purpose is a big word with me, starting with the letter Y in my
Wow.
name, purpose. Um,
Yes.
so for me, my why of doing the things that I do for myself is because my dad passed away at age 56 because he it was a unhealthy. He had
Mm.
cancer, didn't know it, didn't tell me all of these things. And I vowed to myself that I was going to be around for more than 56 years for my sons. So
Yes.
now, yeah, I get up and you see the result. People see the results of this. Oh, you look good and you look slim and all this. You look fit. Somebody told me the other day, you look like you can still play. Yeah, I ain't about to play no basketball right now. But the results that you see are because of my why, which is because I said I was going to tell myself I'm doing what I can to be here longer than my dad was for me, for my son. So again, it's wrapped around for other people, but it has the
And
results
that
of me being who I want to be.
Right, and that's the mindset you created. You
Correct.
created that mindset that lets you, because of the circumstances and the things that happened to you, and because of that, you created that belief and that truth for yourself that you want to be here, you want to live longer, and you ask yourself, what do I need to do in order to get there? Like you said, the why is this, and the circumstances were that, and now the results can look like this if I'll do ABC. So I have to adjust and adapt the mindset to be something that helps me achieve my goals. Because if I'm still doing what I did before, I cannot
No doubt.
expect a different result. So, and we all know that quote.
No doubt.
So yeah, I love that. It truly is so amazing to see how, I for me, for example, the mindset is always a go-getter because my mom always wanted me to be successful and she always wished me to succeed. Because every time, it drove her crazy that I wanted to travel and, not in a bad way. She just always was scared for me. I'm her little girl, don't leave home. But always, okay, do but I just want you to be happy and successful. I just
Yeah.
want you to succeed,
Yeah.
so that always put that thing in my mind, in the back of my mind, like, I gotta succeed, because if I'm going away far from home, and if I'm leaving, and if I'm traveling, if I'm putting my mom through all of this, I better come up with something good. They'll be like,
No
look,
doubt.
I made it, and it was all worth it. So I know that with the self work that I did, like you said, I also wake up early in the morning. It's just what I love to do. It's who I am.
Yeah.
It's the centeredness, and it's that quiet time. And for me, it really helped me with understanding my mindset. It's that in the silence that we can hear our thoughts. If we're not paying attention to them, we'll never know them. I spoke about it last week, with the trauma and the awareness, and we got to be aware of ourselves and our thoughts. So definitely understanding how you can build a mindset, not because of what happened to you, but you know,
In
in
spite
in
of.
in
Yeah.
exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I told you I got stuck.
No, it's like, let me, even when you got stuck before, you mentioned this as we spoke before recording. I think it's absolutely awesome, first off, to know the multiple languages that you speak. And that's one of the things that I share. If I were to summarize my professional career, it's I got to learn myself by learning other people. Like you'll be amazed how many times I'll see like a Jewish person and I hit them with a manishma. And like, yeah, like,
I
they like,
love it.
how you know all of that? And so being in that point, so I think it's a super cool thing. I wanted to touch on this too, as you showed that picture of the growth side and the fixed side with the mindset. Here's
Yes.
another one that most people don't think about that was a game changer for me.
Yes.
Fixed mindset is I see people as judges. The other
Mm,
people in my life, I see them as judges. I see them as I can't ask this question because they're going to judge me. I can't do this because they're going to judge me. I can't,
yes.
whatever it is, I'm looking at the people as judges. Growth mindset is I see people as allies,
Mm,
and specifically from a place of leadership. So imagine I'm an assistant coach. My head coach's office is directly to my left. One of the main reasons that I'm here is because he sees me and he sees us as allies. If I'm in this position, whether it's title or whether it's longevity or tenure or whatever, where as a leader, I don't ask questions, because if I ask a question as the leader, that shows that I don't know something. If I show I don't know something, then what does that say about my leadership? Where the
oh,
best leaders that I've been around, that I've studied, that I've been a part of, they are asking the most
those
questions. They are
questions.
leaning on the people. And so consciously and unconsciously, they can ask those questions because they see the people as around them as allies, as somebody that can support me in the things that I'm not good at or the things that I don't know. And so I think
Right.
that was a really big game changer for me, is seeing people as allies rather than as judges.
Rather-
And that's not a space
Yeah.
that people talk about a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love those words. I love how you put it. And, and another thing about it is too, because growth mindset is encouraging your self-esteem and your self-confidence, you don't care what people think.
Yes.
You just do you, and you understand that, not people don't not born knowing everything. So why not ask the questions? That's how you get smarter. And when you don't care to be judged, you allow yourself to grow, and that is growth mindset. So I love how you put it. I want to share some comments here. Same here. I get up at 5 a.m. and take the time for myself. Clear thoughts,
Yeah.
just prepare. Love
Yeah.
that. Hey,
Yeah.
Michael, what's good? Let me see what Halo. I love your grammar sentence. Yes, thank you. Give it to us again,
Yeah. I
Jason.
don't even remember what I said. See, it's so much
You
work.
said, yeah, I know. You said it doesn't matter. Don't tell me
Oh yeah,
what
don't
you.
tell me what you did. Tell me how much you got done. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes,
Right.
I
And
love that.
here's why I appreciate that. Literally, there's so much that I'll speak about from really my grandmother. I'll say my uncles. I'll say my dad, but they got it from her because that was their mom. But there's so much that I got from her. Like one of the things she used to tell me is, and I'll give you the PG-13 version. I'll let you make it R-rated if you want to, but speaking about experience, she used to tell me, you can't tell me nothing if you ain't been through nothing.
Mm,
Like there's a bunch of
yes,
people that are trying to give advice, and even going back to the motivational piece, Motivation to me is a bunch of people telling somebody else what to do. For me,
Right.
more important than telling you what to do is asking you what you're willing to do.
Hmm. You
Oh,
be
you
throwing
you need
gems.
to
Wait, I
get up
need a
at 5 o'clock
sound effect
in
for
the
all of
morning and
these.
do
Like,
this.
what's happening over here?
I mean, that's what it is. It's
That's true.
I can't tell you what to do. Let's start with asking a question of what are you willing to do?
Willing to do. Yep. I had that conversation literally yesterday with a friend. We were talking. I have a couple of friends who are struggling a little bit with everything that's going on in Israel, around the world, depression and hard time. And I said, I'll give anybody my time of day and I'll support and I'll share and I'll do. But if you're not willing to do, and you're not showing me that you're willing to actually take the tools I'm giving you and do something with it, the next time you're going to come, it's going to be a 5-minute conversation, not a 45-minute
No doubt.
conversation, because you ain't willing
No
to
doubt.
actually promote yourself to a better mindset, to a change of a life, to doing all these good things that you can. You obviously like to stay in that victimized place. So, that's a fixed mindset for me. And I'm not putting my energy where somebody's showing me that they're not actually willing
Yeah.
to do the work.
And
So
that's
absolutely.
a place of clarity. So Michael's comment about getting up early and clearing his thoughts. Like
Yes.
that's to me, clarity is a word. It's actually on my board right here. It's one of the guys that we speak about, one of the things that we speak about with our guys, one of the things
Uh-huh.
that I speak about with my coach. The intentionality of being as ridiculously clear as you can in your vision, in your message, in the direction that we're going, because ultimately his clarity is going to lead us to where we're going. Not to
Yes.
and here I use Martin Luther King as an example. He's to me one of the prime examples of his clarity. So I have a dream, right? I have
Right.
a dream of little black boys and little white boys going to school together and playing together and all of this. His vision was so clear that he even created a space for people who, you know what? I don't want that. I don't want little black boys and little white boys to play together. So, but it gave a choice. His vision was so clear that it gave a choice, not only for the people that supported him, but also for the people who ultimately didn't support him. And so I appreciate that. So for me, I want to be as clear as I can possibly be because my clarity gives people a choice on whether or not they want to rock with me. I
Yeah.
understand that everybody don't want to rock with me. That's cool. That's cool.
Right.
But my clarity also creates, I become a lighthouse for those people who may not have known that I was there or may have needed a little nudge to say, oh, okay, it's okay to go towards that. So I show up in clarity. I show up in being as ridiculously clear as I can with my message, with my vision, with where I want to go. And I allow people to say whether or not I rock with you or
I love that. Let me read another. Believe, behave, become.
not.
I'm going to use that with my team. Great stuff. Thank
No
you.
doubt.
That's my Michael right there. And so I'm going to connect you two together too because I think you guys going to have a good conversation, a good time.
Let's do it.
My cousin Michael says, "Say that again to the people in the back." You know what, Michael? I don't even know what you're referring to because this man has been dropping so many gems over
I
here
think
that
it was
I lost
I
track.
think it was Big Mama again. I think it was don't tell me what you I mean if you ain't been
Oh
through
yeah,
nothing,
about
you
the
can't tell me
experience.
nothing. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't
And
if you
listen,
ain't been
I
through
got you from everybody. Here you go.
nothing. Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna have to close this. I know you gotta run to practice. I gotta finish up with another outer beauty message for the mindset too. So give me some closing words. Really, I love the what Michael mentioned too, the become, believe in, what is it? Believe,
Believe, behave, become.
behave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So love that. Send us. I mean, you gave us so many good things to sit with and to think about. How would you like to close? What would you like to say to everybody? Just if they're in a place that needs a little bit of a boost for their mindset, couple of words on where they can get to from here and to there. And also, I shared your social media. I'm going to share your website. If you want to mention your book too, I know your
Sure.
new book is legacy leadership, right? The
Yeah.
game plan to becoming a great leader. What's the great like that? Just in general to pronounce it, or does every each of them stands for something?
It is 100% an acronym. I'm an acronym. I'm an alliteration person. So believe, behave, become is an alliteration. Acronyms, I think they're sticky. I think people remember them more than even the content. So yes,
Yes,
great is an acronym. Great leader. We talk about these great leaders, or even the greatest player. What makes them that? We can argue those things. Michael Jordan is the GOAT because he won 6 championships. Well, if that's the GOAT, if that's the case, Bill Russell would be the GOAT because he won 11. And so there's always something to argue about. Great leaders, great people, great parents, great whatever. To me, they're always growing. They're rooted in relationships. They're tapped into their energy. They're aware, and they're rooted in trust. And so those are the 5 areas of leadership of life that I'll speak about in the book. As I see the website going across, you can go to Jayson's Playground. We're actually shifting it as we speak. I have a call later this afternoon. The new website will be athletespurpose.com.
ooh,
I think we're even
beautiful.
still going to have Jayson's Playground linked to it, but it'll still take you there. And at the end of the day, I think I want to leave with this as we live in this world where people tell us, do you, be you, all these different things. Again, speaking from my own experience, one of my biggest challenges with those statements are, who is that?
Right.
Do you want me to do me? You want me to be me? But who is that? And so I'm at this point right now where I am. I don't even really like the word unapologetically, but I am unapologetically obsessed with learning myself. That is
Yeah.
my number one goal in life, is to learn myself, because the more that I learn myself, the more I can authentically, as I throw up my air quotes, I can authentically show up as myself. And the more that I authentically show up as myself, again, I create a space that allows people to either be attracted to me or not attracted to me. Again, one of the phrases that I use, and I started working with, out here in California, I started working with a 17 and under volleyball team, young ladies.
Mm,
And we are going through this process, which I think is really cool, because not only is this not my gender, but like, it's not my sport. It's not like, we
right.
don't have a whole lot of stuff in common, except we do have, how are you finding yourself? And that's what we're going through. I just shared with them a phrase of, authenticity is either appealing or appalling.
A what?
Is either appealing or appalling.
Oh, yes.
My authenticity, when you
Yes.
start thinking about people
Yes.
who you would consider to be authentic, people
Yep.
either love them or they hate them. There's no
Yep.
in between. And so
Yep.
for me, I'm obsessed with showing up in the version of myself, getting as deeply and rooted and connected to myself, so I can show up and give people the choice to decide whether or not they want to rock with me. So
Yes,
yeah,
amen to that. And that's the only way you know if people really want to be with you, because they want to be with you.
no doubt. No doubt.
Jayson, thank you so much. I love you, my guy. I
Love you
appreciate
back.
you so much for this conversation. I already know I'm going to bring you again when the new book is coming out. We're
Let's
going to
do it.
be talking again. I thank you so much for your time, for all your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience in life, and sharing it here with us. I'm looking forward to another conversation, and I'm wishing you the best of luck with everything you do. And have an amazing new season, too.
Yeah.
All the best. Don't let them work you too hard, my
Yeah,
guy.
no doubt. That part too. I will leave with this, as I know you're going to leave different ways for people to connect with me. I will share with this. I know we live in a world of likes and follows, and as whether I'm talking to 18 to 23-year-olds or whether I'm talking to people that are my age, if you choose to stay connected with me, I don't want you to follow me. I want you to lead with me. And so,
Ah,
yeah, let's do it. I'll share
let's do
everything
it.
you can. Reach out to me. I would love to connect with as many people that want to, in whatever capacity. I'm open. I don't know what this is going to entail, so I'm just open to the space. So I appreciate
Love it.
you for having me on here for sure.
Yes, thank you so much, my darling. And we'll talk again soon. I appreciate you so much. Have
Yes,
an
ma'am.
amazing rest of your day.
All right, peace.
Bye. That was incredible, wasn't he? I told you guys it's going to be good today. He's so good. We are short in time, but I still have a little, outer beauty mindset, growth mindset, and fixed mindset. Let me get my mindset fixed right now. No, I mean organized, not fixed. Wait, let me see that. Okay, so I want to share this with you guys. I'm going to take myself off the screen real quick. You have no idea how many times I work with women. I teach personal courses and I teach makeup workshops. And I see the difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset constantly. This is really how it looks like when somebody is really dealing with a fixed mindset when it comes to makeup. Wait, I'm gonna bring myself here again so you can see me while I talk. No, okay. Maybe not. Maybe yes. There we go. Move. All right. So when we're in fixed mindset, we don't really want to try anything new. Like Jason just said, we think people are judging us, so we kind of think twice about trying anything. I'm gonna bring my glasses real quick. So a fixed mindset will sound like this. I'm not good at it. I come and we're talking about makeup. She's like, no, I don't use it. I'm not good at it. Or my mom never used makeup, so I never learned. I don't even know how to put on an eyeliner, which is the funniest thing to me because that's like a thing that the hardest probably thing to learn, but people seem to think it's the easiest. And if they don't know that they don't know makeup at all. I have two left hands. I need 100 Q-tips when I do my eyeliner. All these things are actually stopping women or anybody who loves makeup from trying to wear makeup, trying to use it. Nobody said put 15 layers of makeup, but you can try something. And if you constantly, argue for your limitations, you will never be able to explore yourself in a new way and see yourself in a new way. On the opposite end of this, growth mindset in makeup and in beauty always sounds like that. That looks cool. Can I try it? You have no idea how many times I've heard it. I'm like, sure, let's do it. Or one of the things that, I always say too in my workshops or when I work with women and they're looking all shy and timid about trying something new, don't mind making a mistake. It's not a tattoo. There is makeup remover. You can take it off. It's not that serious. Try something new. It will be fun to try a new lipstick color. Yes, it is. You'll never know how you look with a new color unless you'll try it. Sometimes it's a little different. Sometimes it's a little hard. Just like we said before, things take practice. Try it once, try it twice. See how you look. See how you like yourself with it. Walk in the mirror, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I look great in a new color. I am innovative. I am daring. I am trying new things and I love myself for it. Hype yourself up so you can change that mindset. It will be interesting to see myself in a different look too. So many women prefer to not really do makeup because they don't want to see themselves different. They're so used to how they look. Don't be afraid. See yourself different. It's a great way to to explore yourself and hype yourself up about it. I want to say thank you for everybody here that was on the chat. Let me just go back and see some of your comments. Let's go. Yes, I know. You guys should definitely connect with Jason. Let me see. Oh, we got some Hebrew going on. My sister said, what an incredible man and so many awarenesses and wisdom. I know, I truly agree with you, sis. Love this conversation. I want to remind you guys, please write me. I already have beautiful things. I got people wrote me for our poetry segment. I have people writing me for what would Lulu do segment. And I want to encourage you too. June 25th is going to be a show without a guest. The conversation is going to be me answering emails and questions for what would Lulu do segment. It's going to be a lot of coaching there. It's going to get intimate. It's going to get vulnerable. Some people, I don't know if they're going to decide to come online, but if not, I will answer the email question that I received about what I would do in that specific scenario. So if you have something that you're going through, anything, even things like this, I'm going through this mindset, what would you do? we have the tools as as a, oh, okay, here, I'm going to take that from Jason, not we, I. I have the tools as a coach and been doing this for a long time, working with people, mentoring people. I have tools. I can help you. I would love to help you. This is what I'm doing this for. So, I can share my perspective with you guys and let you know what I can or what I would do in that situation, and just offer really another way of doing things. If you know anybody that has any kind of product or anything that they're trying to promote, trying to help themselves, small businesses, and they're looking for a platform to showcase their product, as long as it's not drugs and liquor, not that I don't support that, but it just doesn't align with my show. So I want products that align with my show. So if they have a business that aligns with me, please send them my way. Chat with Lulu-Lee is the email for everything. I always want to hear from you guys. I want to say thank you, of course, to my great team, my graphic designer, my photographer, and my videographer. Thank you for all my sponsors that are part of the show. When I use the sponsors more, I give them a lot more credit, of course, and you'll see them in different shows. There will be different sponsors. I got some more makeup coming for giveaway from you guys. I got some clothing lines that are starting to come in. So I got an athletic wear, I got a hip hop wear. You guys don't know, I've been working hard over here. I want to thank everybody, for being here. Follow me and follow the show. There's a Facebook page for the show. There's a YouTube. So let me find my YouTube. Is that me? Find me on YouTube. I be with Lulu-Lee. Share it with other friends. If you thought about somebody today while this conversation came out, I don't know, a Laura or Sean or anybody came to mind, hit them up. Let them know about the show. Let them know we're here to share love and light. I appreciate all of you guys again. My Care Bear crew is here. Don't forget to be kind. And don't forget, I got them with me all the time now. And this one is the hopeful heart, and this one is the dare to care. And we're all about kindness. Share kindness. Kindness always meets kindness back. And thank you for the time. It's the one commodity that you never get back. So if you shared it with me, I am grateful and appreciative. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks again. Later. Let me see. I'll put my intro again.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me love.